Dolly Parton was born on January 19, 1946, in a tiny one-room cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. She was the fourth of 12 children in a family that lived with very little money but a lot of love. Her father, Robert Lee Parton, worked long days as a sharecropper, while her mother, Avie Lee Parton, filled the house with music and stories. The cabin had no electricity or running water, and winters were harsh. Yet music became the heart of their home. Dolly grew up listening to her mother sing Appalachian folk songs and church hymns. Those early sounds shaped her imagination and her dreams. Even as a child, she believed that music could carry her beyond the mountains. Life was simple and sometimes difficult, but it also built the strength and determination that would define the rest of her life. Dreams. Growing in a small cabin. Growing up in a crowded home taught Dolly many lessons about resilience and hope. With 12 children sharing a tiny space, privacy was rare and resources were limited. Still, the family created joy through storytelling, laughter, and song. Dolly discovered her love for writing at an early age. By the time she was 7, she was already composing simple songs, scribbling lyrics on scraps of paper. Her grandfather, a preacher, encouraged her to sing in church, where she learned to perform with confidence. Music became more than entertainment. It became her voice and her escape. Each song she wrote reflected the stories of the mountains, the strength of her mother, and the hard-working spirit of her father. Though her surroundings were modest, her imagination was enormous. She began to dream of a future where her music could reach far beyond the hills of Tennessee. A brave journey to Nashville. After graduating from high school in 1964, Dolly made a bold decision. With a small suitcase, a guitar, and a head full of songs, she boarded a bus to Nashville, the heart of country music. She was only 18 years old, but her determination was powerful. Nashville was a city full of aspiring musicians, each hoping for their big break. The early days were challenging. Dolly lived in a tiny apartment and worked small jobs while trying to get her music heard. She visited record labels, radio stations, and publishing houses, offering her songs to anyone willing to listen. Many doors closed, but she refused to lose hope. Instead, she kept writing and performing wherever she could. Every small opportunity became a step forward. Those early struggles shaped her perseverance and proved that chasing a dream often requires patience and courage. Finding her first opportunity. Dolly's breakthrough came when she signed with Monument Records in the late 1960s. The label gave her a chance to record and release music, and her single Dumb Blonde introduced her voice to a wider audience. Though the song brought attention, Dolly knew she wanted creative control over her music. She continued writing songs that reflected her own experiences and storytelling style. Around this time, she also began working with Porter Wagoner, a popular country performer who hosted a television program. Appearing regularly on his show gave her national exposure and helped her gain loyal fans. The partnership helped launch her career, but it also pushed Dolly to think carefully about her independence as an artist. She wanted to grow beyond being someone's co-star and prove she could shine on her own. Finding her own voice. In the early 1970s, Dolly made the courageous decision to pursue her solo career fully. She began releasing songs that reflected her authentic voice and storytelling ability. One of the most memorable was the heartfelt ballad I Will Always Love You, which she wrote as a graceful farewell when she decided to move forward independently. The song quickly resonated with listeners and reached the top of the country charts. This success confirmed what Dolly had always believed. Her voice and songwriting could stand strong on their own. She continued to release songs that blended emotional storytelling with catchy melodies. By trusting her instincts and creative vision, she built a reputation as one of the most talented songwriters in country music. Her independence marked a turning point that allowed her to shape her career exactly the way she imagined. Songs that reached the world. Dolly's music soon crossed beyond traditional country audiences. Songs like Jolene captured listeners with vivid storytelling and unforgettable melodies. Later, her energetic anthem, 9 to 5, became a cultural favorite, celebrating the everyday experiences of working people. She even starred in the film 9 to 5, alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, showing her versatility as both a singer and actress. Dolly's ability to move between music, film, and television proved her creativity had no boundaries. Her songs blended humor, honesty, and emotion in a way that connected deeply with audiences. Each success strengthened her influence, turning her into a global star while still keeping the warmth and authenticity that fans loved from the very beginning. Building a legacy beyond music. While Dolly's music career flourished, she also showed remarkable vision as a businesswoman. In 1986, she opened Dollywood, a theme park near the mountains where she grew up. The park quickly became one of the most popular attractions in the region, bringing tourism and new opportunities to the community. For Dolly, it was more than entertainment. It was a way of honoring her roots and supporting the place that shaped her. Dollywood celebrates Appalachian culture, music, and craftsmanship, allowing visitors to experience the spirit of the Smoky Mountains. The project proved that Dolly's creativity extended far beyond songwriting. She built a business that reflected her values of community, tradition, and joy, showing that success can also be used to uplift the places and people who inspired it. A quiet and lasting love. Behind Dolly's vibrant public life is a deeply private marriage. In 1966, she married Carl Thomas Dean, a man who has always preferred a quiet life away from fame. While Dolly traveled the world performing, Carl stayed mostly out of the spotlight. Their relationship remained strong because of mutual respect and understanding. Dolly often shared that his steady support helped her stay grounded during the busiest years of her career. Though they lived different lifestyles, one public and one private, their partnership endured for decades. Their story reminds many people that lasting relationships do not always need constant attention from the outside world. Sometimes love grows best in quiet moments, far from cameras and headlines. Giving back to the next generation. As her success grew, Dolly never forgot the challenges of her childhood. She wanted to ensure that other children would have opportunities she once lacked. In 1995, she created the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, a program that sends free books to young children to encourage reading and imagination. What started in one county eventually expanded internationally, delivering millions of books to families around the world. Dolly believed that literacy could open doors for every child. Through her foundation and other charitable work, she continued to support education, community projects, and disaster relief efforts. Her generosity reflects the compassion she learned growing up in a close-knit family. Instead of keeping her success to herself, she chose to share it widely, helping children build brighter futures through knowledge and creativity. A symbol of kindness and resilience. Over the decades, Dolly Parton became more than just a successful performer. She became a symbol of kindness, perseverance, and creativity. Her story shows that humble beginnings do not limit what someone can achieve. With determination, authenticity, and generosity, she built a career that inspired millions of people. Even today, she continues writing songs, supporting charitable causes, and connecting with audiences across generations. Through music, business, and philanthropy, Dolly's influence reaches far beyond the stage. She reminds people that true success is measured not only by fame or wealth, but by the positive impact we leave on others. Her journey, from a small mountain cabin to worldwide admiration, stands as a powerful example of how dreams, when guided by kindness and hard work, can truly change the world.